Well, I've always loved using technology in the classroom and wanted to find a way that gets students more involved in the classroom. Typical classroom, teacher sits up front and talk, and students sit in the classroom and just stare at you pretty much. And that doesn't work for me learning, and I wanted to see what we could do to make it more interactive for the students. So I decided to create this program where instead of me lecturing in the classroom, the students were responsible for creating interactive activities using technology to teach their classmates. So they could come up with quizzes or games or projects, whatever they wanted really to cover their assigned material for that week. The first day of class, we came in and I started talking about group projects and teamwork and stuff like that, and they're all staring at me like I don't want to work in a group. And then the second week when we actually got started in on it, they really realized that I think I learn the material better when I'm doing it myself and not just passively sitting there. We started out with a lot of basic stuff, like Kahoots and quizzes and things like that. And then the students started looking for more tools on the web. One student actually used a website called classtools.net that helped her create, it was almost like a Donkey Kong game. And the students would play the game and have to answer questions as they were going through it. They really had a lot of freedom to use whatever they wanted. Anything with competition was good because the students, they all have a competitive streak. They want to win. So if we could figure out a way to make each team try to get the highest score or the most points or whatever along those lines, we ended up having a lot more fun, I think. Our devices that we used in the classroom, I gave the students a lot of leeway. If they had their own devices, iPhones, iPads, things like that, they were able to bring those to use in the classroom. But those who did not have those devices, I checked out from the library about 6 so that I had them in the classroom if the students need them. Having those devices available for the students is really beneficial. And our students in the classes that were doing the interactive stuff tended to do a lot better on the post-test than students in some of the other classes. I think that happens because they're more engaged with the material. They're working more hands-on with what's going on. Like for example, when we were studying how to make a survey and how to do research in sociology, they actually created surveys and then they went out and administered those surveys. And then they came back in and presented that research to the class, just like you would if you were really doing research. So I think that gives them much better idea of what the process is, instead of just, here's how you do research. I am already planning on using the same format with a few modifications for the fall semester. For my social work class, I'm actually gonna have each student check out an iPad from the library. And that way we know everybody has the same technology. Don't look for something to fit into every single category that you want to do. Just pick one topic, one chapter, one something in your classroom that you can use technology in and see how it goes. It's not gonna be perfect at first. It takes time, it takes energy, but it does become easier in the long run. And it definitely makes the class more fun.